Hello stamping friends, welcome back for card number 5. This is the thank you card using the stamp set that you were required to get for the February online card class. This is the sheltering tree. We're also going to use the stamp set that we used last month in the January class. We're going to use a few of the words out of this stamp set. Always good to have more ideas for future cards. So let's get started. This is probably one of the easier cards this month, so you're going to get in your card kit for this card, you'll get the envelope, and you will get a card base, you'll get a piece of blue cardstock, and then you're going to get 2 pieces of white. And one of the pieces is going to be for you to cut out the thank you using the framelits that we used last month. And don't forget to use a piece of wax paper when you're using those framelits. So just so that you'll be reminded is that you would lay your cardstock down, not this piece. Let me show you correctly so you don't mess up. You're going to lay the cardstock down, then you'll lay your wax paper, then you will put your thank you on there, or this actually says thanks. So thanks you on there, and then run it through the Big Shot. Okay, so just a little reminder for you from last month's class. So you'll take one piece and you're going to be doing your stamping with it. I'm sorry, you're going to be stamping on the blue. So one piece of white would be for your layers. And when you cut out the thanks, we don't want it to say thanks you. That's silly. So you're going to take your snips and you're just going to cut off the S. So it'll say thank you. Isn't that cool? Little trick. Don't you just love these tricks? All right, so we're going to stamp on the blue like I mentioned, and you're going to use a black ink. And if you use the StazOn, I just wanted to point out to you a little trick, because I hope you can tell in the video. See how bold this black tree is? This one's a little bit shaded, this one's a little bit light. So I wanted this bolder image. So let me just show you a little trick. You're just going to kind of really twist and rub that ink, whoops, on the stamp, and then kind of pat it out so that you don't have twisty marks. So then you're going to stamp 3 trees. There's one. Ooh, that's pretty. Nice bold image. So wiggle, 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 tap, tap, tap. Then we'll stamp our second tree in the middle. And then we'll stamp our third. Now, this is getting really ucky here, so be careful. I got a little bit of what I call trash on my card. So what I'm going to do when I stamp this third tree is I'm going to kind of hide that a little bit. So lucky for me, this tree is way in the foreground, so I can kind of cover up that little boo-boo a little bit. All right, so then we're going to stamp our snow, our ground. Also, I noticed, let's see if I can show you on this card, when I was playing around, I noticed that my ink pad was a little dry, so if you can't hardly see the snow, because this is color on color, tone on tone, you'll want to go back in and re-ink your stamp pad. Where I live is pretty dry, and I have to constantly re-ink my pad, so just depends on what part of the country you live in. So again, I am doing the stamping where I am staggering my ground. Really gives it some pretty shading when you do that. And just a little bit there. So hope you can see that. It's kind of hard because I know it's tone on tone. Then we're going to take our snowflakes and we're going to do the same thing. So soft and subtle, but very pretty. Okay, so now we're ready to assemble. I told you this was a fast, easy card. use our snail. And layer that. Then we will layer it on our base. Oops. Okay, almost done. We're going to put the thank you on. And I like to use my silicone mat from Stampin' Up and some liquid Tombow glue. So I'm just going to, the silicone mat, if you recall, allows me that if I get glue on it, it doesn't stick. It just peels right off. So then I don't have a messy work surface. So just some dots of glue. So we have thank you done. Let me pick that up. Slide this over just a little bit. And then I'm just going to put it right across my trees. And then we'll do the U and we'll be done. Well, I said we'll be done. Not quite done. Remember I told you we were going to use the Crazy About You stamp set. So I have pulled off the words so much. So you're going to say thank you so much. Now, depending on where you've stamped your trees and all of that will depend on where you stamp this so much. So I am going to do it right here in the snow. Cute. Easy, simple, fun card. Come back for another video.